What's up, good people? How you doing? Hope you're having a blessed day. This is Larry Jones. Welcome to Stock Up. We're going to cover crypto. We're going to cover EVs. And yes, we're going to start out with AMC. Let's go. All right, let's get right into AMC. But first, for those of you that are new to the page, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Hit all. Family, if you've been rolling with us for a while, just go ahead and hit the like button. It helps to keep me alive. Let's get a lot of likes on this, all right? Hey, let's go right into AMC. AMC, as you know, Friday had a major sell-off. Just before closing bell, I kind of expected it. A lot of YouTubers did, a lot of analysts did, because there were a lot of options had ended. A lot of people don't want to risk the weekend, and it was a lot of downward pressure, so it did sell off because there was a lot of FUD. Remember, we got to decipher the difference between news and noise, and it was a lot of noise. A lot of it was untrue. And so what happened was the CEO, Mr. Aron, not Aaron, but Aron with one A, he did an interview with fellow YouTuber treys. I left a link in a previous video to check him out, right? He debunked, he meaning Adam, the CEO of AMC, debunked a lot of FUD out there. There's a lot of FUD. He debunked it, and he talked about the shares that were sold, and he talked about outstanding shares, which that's a number that no one really knows. If you, depending on who you listen to, the outstanding shares are all over the place. And how could you even know when you have these naked shorts out there? So you don't even really know what the share count is. And so I'm not even going to go on that. And then there's people giving price predictions based on shares being covered and how much that made the stock run up, right? Not going to do that, because you have to be in a scenario where everything is perfect, right? So that's why I didn't put a price prediction on the thumbnail, right? You have to go into other pages, but you have to be careful with that, because now you're chasing hypothetical things, right? And we don't want to do that here. We want to be well informed, right? So I took a lot of notes here. If you see me looking to the left, I took a lot of notes because I want to make sure I covered everything in this video, as it is a weekend update. So CNBC, which is a channel that I watch all the time. I watch CNBC and I watch Fox Business. Those two I watch all the time. Ask my wife. So I will tell you, anchor Melissa Lee called out naked shorts exactly where they was. And I believe that I was the first one to air that video. I literally aired it an hour after they aired. I put that video out and I played a longer clip in it. And her face was, the look on her face was priceless after she said it. You know, here's a less than a minute clip.
There are a lot of short sellers out there that have been borrowing stock they didn't have. In other words, yes, I think there are dynamics where retail investors can get caught, but it's really a dynamic where I think this is going after bad companies.
Yeah.
It's really a dynamic where I think this is going after bad companies.
So Melissa was just reiterating what the gentleman was saying before her. Now, I'm a fan of Melissa, and actually I like all of these guys. There's one guy I don't like on that channel, and I'm not going to say who it is. But I like all of these people that's on CNBC. And I will say this. If anything happens to her and she's not on, we need to start another movement to find out. We want to make sure she keeps her job. We need her in that position. Trust me when I tell you that. All right. We need Melissa there. Right. So CNBC, we're watching you. All right. So let's keep it moving. So then all of this FUD is coming out. Now the truth is coming out. So now you got retail investors, more and more are buying the stock. right? More people are buying the stock. So you got all of these things that is causing the price to just go crazy. I do believe that Monday is going to be some crazy volatility. It's going to be, I believe it's just going to be going here. I don't think it's going to trade sideways. I just think it's going to be a battle. The bulls and the bears will have a battle. You got bears, you got bulls, you got hogs, and now you have apes. All right. And so it is crazy. You know, bulls make money, bears make money, hogs get slaughtered, and apes bring down, I would say apes make the playing field level. That's what I would say. And so that's what's happening right now. All right. So we don't know how many of the shares have been covered yet. All right. The shorts have been covered. Some people think it's 1%. We know that the vast majority of them have not been covered yet. The shorts have not been covered yet. So we are technically not in a short squeeze, but it is setting up for a short squeeze. And if that happens, the price could run up dramatically. Okay. So we could start seeing some very inflated numbers. Now, we all know, I'm just telling you guys, these prices right now and last week even are not based on any fundamentals, right? None. You can go to Yahoo Finance, you can go to Tip Ranks, you can go to all of these pages and see how much these stock prices really should be. And you're going to see $5, $1, 50 cents, 0. And if you look at the P ratios and all of that, you will start to agree with it. So this is not what this movement is all about. And what that caused is a lot of new investors to get in that never invested before, and they were buying the wrong stock. They were putting in AMCX instead of AMC. So now, here is a word to the people that are listening to me and you bought AMCX, which is AMC video streaming or something like that, and not AMC Entertainment, which is AMC theaters. You should be invested in AMC Entertainment. So we want to get this word out. Please share this video, because if you got into AMCX, it ran up. It ran up rather nicely on Friday. So if I were you, what I would do if I was new and just bought AMCX, I would sell it Monday morning, because people are going to wake up, they're going to find out they bought the wrong stock, and they're going to sell. So like I always say, when the concert is ending and they're playing the last song and there's 1,000 cars in the parking lot, do you wait until the last song is over? No, you start making your way to the car before, especially if the last song is not your favorite song, you start making your way to the car so you can get out of the parking lot first, so you're not stuck in 30 minutes of traffic. Right, good people? So I'm telling you. So now, here's what I want you to do. Of course, I always push Webull. I'm very transparent with you guys. Webull helps me out. Whenever you guys click the link and download and they give you 2 free stock worth up to $1,850, I get a free stock. So of course I'm going to promote Webull, but I'm going to tell you that you need to call your broker today. I know Fidelity does it. I believe TD Ameritrade does it. You can call your own broker and see if they would give you permission for pre and post market trading if you're eligible, because I know you could do it on Fidelity. All right. And so you don't even have to download the Webull. I use Webull. Of course, I have Fidelity. I have TD Ameritrade. I have 4 brokerages. Webull just became my favorite because it's so phone friendly, and it actually challenged me enough to make me a better investor. And so, I left Robinhood, and so I'm on the Webull. But you don't have to have it. I just wanted to put that out there. But you need to be able to trade pre and post market, especially when you're dealing with a stock like AMC. All right. A lot of news come after closing bell or before closing bell. You'll see a lot of movement pre-market. So if you look at any chart before the market opens, most of the times it's running high, and then it'll start to fall. Right. All right. So I'm just want to point that out. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, remember, for those of you that bought AMCX, you want to get out Monday morning because that stock is going to fall. All right, unless you have more newbies putting in the wrong ticker symbol, right? And I'm telling you guys, if you're that green, you really need to hear what I'm going to say at the end of this and what Trades said. And you really need to learn how to invest at this point, right? So let's keep it moving. Fellow YouTuber Meet Kevin had trades on, and he had Matt Kohrs on his show today, and I watched it. They talked about, he asked them a great question. Thanks, Kev. He asked them, what is your end game? How are you going to, what's the end game? What are you going to do after this is over? Because one day this will be over, just like GameStop and all of the, and we're going to move to something else, right? All right. And so what's going to happen is, and I just got to tell you guys the truth. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money. All right. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money with this. That's why if you're a responsible YouTuber, you're telling people only invest the amount of money you can afford to lose. Do not invest your bill money, your mortgage money. Do not go to a bank and borrow money for this. That is foolish. You're going to get burned. If you want to invest, if you want to gamble, go to Vegas, right? Do it on a table. Don't do it here. You're going to get burned, right? And so what I want to tell you guys is this. At the end of Meet Kevin's show, he asked these guys, what is the end game? Matt Kohrs said when the shorts are covered, he will be looking to exit. And I'm with him. I'm on the same wavelength that he is in. When I see that the shorts have been covered, that's when I'll start to get out. Now, myself, a lot of the money I'm invested right now is the house's money, because I always do a long position and a short position. So I have two different positions with AMC. And those are the type of things that if you're brand new, never traded before, you need to learn these principles, okay? But I like what Treys said for his answer. And listen to this.
I try to preach this a lot because it's very important. You can play a high risk, high reward portfolio setup when you're not playing with a lot of capital, because 10% gains on $1,000 is $100, but 10% gains on $1 million is 100,000, right? So once you have some capital, I think it's really important to manage that wealth and not risk the majority of your gains.
So, like he said, it is so true. If you only have $1,000 and you make 10%, you just made $100. But if you got $10,000, now you need to manage that money differently, because now if you only made 10%, you've made $10,000. But if you have $500,000, like Matt said he had, and you make 10% of that, you just made 50 grand. And last week you could have made that in hours, not days or months, hours. So now you use your money differently because you got a greater amount and you diversify. And so you can really begin to create generational wealth. And these are some of the things that I'm begging some of you brand new guys to learn what's beyond this. So we got to learn how to invest and how to build wealth. I'm just trying to help you guys that are green, not you apes that's been investing for a while. I mean, you've never made an investment before. Let's help the family out, family. Okay. All right. I'm going to briefly go over some of the other things. So, crypto fell off a cliff last week, as we know, and to add to the fuel, we got Mr. Crazy Tweeter himself, Elon Musk, making things worse, ruining what was set up for Dogecoin. So Dogecoin got added to Coinbase Pro, and then right after that, a day or two after, this weekend, they added it to Coinbase. First, Coinbase said it was still going to be another 4 weeks off, so it rushed up. But they did that as crypto was falling. So it just took all of the oomph. So if you see when they added it, you see Dogecoin had a bump soon as it got added to Coinbase. It had a little bump if you look at the chart and look at the time when Coinbase was added. And then it got defueled by all of crypto falling and Mr. Crazy Tweeter himself. Thank you. Again, just stop. I wish they would just ban him from tweeting, ban him from social media. But anyway, we're not about hate. We're here. We're all about love and free speech. All right. But he kind of took the win out of that. And to be honest with you, I'm looking for an exit plan with half of my Doge, because if my currency is going to be controlled by one person's tweet, I don't want to be in it. You guys could, those of you that worship Doge, y'all could do that, but not me. I don't want to be in that. That is something that volatile. So I'm gonna just get out, and I'm just saying this, and you listen, you can circle this day right now. People are going to get tired of him and they're going to start selling all their Doge. I'm just telling you right now, there's other cryptocurrencies that are way better than Doge. And so Doge could be a great currency, but right now the person that's really have the power to move it, he's just so unstable. So that's why I'm not going to sell it all. I'm just going to sell some and just let it be in a safer coin for now until he gets his game together. So that's my own personal plan. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. Got to do your own research. All right. So that's all I wanted to say about those. I bought some Tesla. I bought Tesla at 571, and I bought a couple of shares, and then I doubled down and I quadrupled down at 571 last weekend, towards the end of the week when that bad news came out, because I thought it was going to be temporary about them, being, I think it was like 30% down in China. Temporary. It's just temporary for Tesla. Tesla, there's certain things you don't bet against. You don't bet against Tesla. Tesla's proven to be a winner every single time. Tesla has been shorted over and over and over, and they always come out on top. And so they're number one in that space. I took that opportunity to buy when it was under pressure. And I believe it's going to be a good move. Just wait and see how this week plays out. It'll soon be over. All right. Then I'm adding a share of Ford and a share of GM. So all of last month, because I got 30 shares of each, every day I add a share of Ford and a share of GM. I know it's not a lot of money for some of you big wigs out there, but I just been dollar cost averaging in. And so you say, at what price? Tomorrow's price, Monday's price, Tuesday's price, Wednesday's price, Thursday's price. Every day I'm adding a share of each, because they're going to be massive in the EV space. I'm not going to make this video all about their price predictions and when they're going to be carbon neutral and all of that. But Ford is going to kill the game, and I believe GM also, as it pertains to electrification of vehicles. And so I suggest to you guys, but if you following Larry, I'm doing that now. I am dollar cost averaging in every day a share of each. All right, good people. So I had a lot to cover. Anything you want to rewind, you can rewind. But one of the things we have to get out there is stop buying AMCX. And if you're in it, take your gains and run. You know that commercial. That's the way you need to be Monday morning. And in closing, it's Sunday. You guys know I'm an inspirational person. I just want to shout out someone that don't know I'm about to shout him out. His name is Gary Blair. Gary Blair. He's from Phoenix area. I met him through a great friend of mine. He's a pastor of a church in Glendale. I'm sorry, did I say Glendale? Anyway, Phoenix area, I believe it's Glendale, Arizona. And his name is Todd Matchett. He introduced me to Gary Blair. And you ever met somebody that just made you feel special? Like, he is that guy that's behind the scene that you never see, but he makes everything happen, and he wants to make sure that everybody's taken care of. These are the salt of the earth type of people. His name is Gary Blair. He's had some health issues, and I heard he was feeling down. I met him once, and I'll never forget him. And you know what? Maya Angelou was right in saying, people will soon forget what you told them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. I'm just paraphrasing it. And it's true. I never forget how he made me feel when I met him in Phoenix. And so when I start doing these meetups, when I'm in these different cities, I would like to meet up with you guys. But Gary Blair, I just want you to know you are a life changer. You are a world changer. And what you do is not unappreciated. And I appreciate you, brother. All right. Love you. Hey, good people. That's it. We're going to stay positive. We're going to see what this battle is going to be Monday. There's going to be a lot of volatility, and no one knows where it's going to end up. But we're going to be watching it. All right, good people. And hey, it's Sunday. I got to end by saying this. You are beautifully and wonderfully made by our Creator. He made you perfect. Now, we're supposed to strive for perfection every day, but he made you perfect. It doesn't matter. I can show you a kid with autism that could play Beethoven. I could show you a kid that can't talk that could paint like Picasso. Everybody has some brilliance in them. Tap into your brilliance. And while you're tapping into your brilliance, be kind and rewind. We're all going to be judged on how we treat other people. That's it. I don't care what religion you believe in. Every religion has that one thing in common. We're going to be judged on how we treat each other. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I love each and every one of you. All right? Live, love, laugh, and learn. Love you.